what position on the defensive side of the ball would be considered the most important spot on that side? The pass rusher or the defensive back? Now, some may argue that you could have one or the other, but to me, it's not that easy. There is definitely one that's more important between these two positions. Now, which one do you fear the most is the question. Do you fear a team with the monster pass rusher, or do you fear the team with the ball hog defensive back? Now, we can't deny or ignore the importance and effect that a ball hawk has on any defense. Taking away one side of the field or the other, giving a quarterback, making him second guess himself, I don't know where this guy is, we need to make sure that I know where his guy is. Having an Ed Reed kind of an aspect, giving guys like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady nightmares, like we have to figure out where he is. Where's Ed Reed? Where's he going to be? Or ballers like primetime Deion Sanders, giving quarterbacks the false sense of security, making it look like the wide receivers got him beat and speeding up and picking the ball off. All that's spectacular. All that's fantastic. The defensive back is a very good position to have on your team. And if you got a lockdown corner like a Darrelle Revis, you're in good hands as far as the back end goes. You have to make sure you have some guys back there that have the quarterback guess and determine who can get what. Because it doesn't matter how good you are. You can be Jerry Rice, you can be Julio Jones, you can be Reggie Wayne, you can be Marvin Harrison, you can be any of these wide receivers that are coming into this game. Randy Moss, any of them. But if you get a guy that can challenge them and shut them down, take him out of the game, that takes a lot off your defense's back. Puts less pressure on the offense that they try to keep up. Because if that explosive player is out of the game completely, it's a lot easier to deal with. The defensive back on every football team in the NFL are the snipers of their defense. They're the ones that have to lay in wait for their target to get in position and make a move, whether it be an interception, whether it be a pass deflect, or breaking up a pass, you name it. Anything of that nature, or laying a big hit so there's no catch at all. They must lay and wait. And honestly, I think that's one of the things that is kind of a con to being a defensive back. Nowadays, the sport's nowhere near as hands-on as it used to be. Back in the day where you could put your hands on the receiver and disrupt them. Nowadays, you got to wait after 5 yards, you got to give him space. And there are guys who have made it work. Don't get me wrong. But that takes the venom out of the snake. You've defanged the DB. He's not as effective as he can be or once was. But when you look at a pass rusher, the pass rusher doesn't just give the quarterback nightmares about where's the ball going to be, where do I need to get this now. The quarterback needs to worry about pain when it comes to a pass rusher. If the defensive back is the assassin, the sniper, as I said before, then the pass rusher is the foot soldier. He's coming right to you. There's no sneaking up. There's no surprise. There's nothing. If you're the quarterback and you're standing there and you're looking at him, he's just staring right back. There's a thin line between you and him, and he knows that. And it is his job to make sure that your life is a living hell. And that's when the attack comes. It can come from the left, it can come from the right, come from the back, from the front, from the side. Out of nowhere, is he going to go swipe for the ball? Is he just going for the kill and knocking you down to the ground? All that goes through your brain when you have an elite pass rusher coming at you like that. And the pass rusher is their job to create chaos. It is to just create chaos. It's not a pretty job. It's an ugly job. Their job is right smack dab middle of the trenches. That whole sitting back and waiting, that don't work for the pass rusher. The pass rusher has to get off the ball quick. He has to have his hands in a position so he doesn't get in a bad spot, so that he doesn't get to his objective, which is to get to the quarterback. That is the whole purpose of the pass rusher, is to just create chaos in the backfield for the opposing team. And if you have that on your defense, you have that on your front seven or your linebacker position or whatever, everybody's going to have to worry about that one guy. And when you worry about that one elite pass rusher, that opens it up for the other pass rushers on your team. Whether they're elite or not, you leave a quarterback wide open, anyone can take advantage of it, including the DBs. So for me, the winner of this little debate between the pass rusher and the defensive back, it goes to the pass rusher. Yes, it's cool to have nice interceptions and the pick six, and that's all great. But getting a sack and destroying the entire play, destroying it from the get-go before it even gets off is just, to me, I just think it's the coolest thing ever. I think the creator of the term sack came from the defensive player Deacon Jones, who has said, legends say, that got 14 sacks in a game. You can't ignore the pass rusher. Defensive backs, not all of them can catch, so majority of the time, the quarterback's going to get another shot. Now, yes, the quarterback gets another shot after a sack, of course, but he don't feel good. That pain doesn't go away, and it's in your brain, it's in your mind, it's messing with you, and then you get frustrated. The quarterback gets frustrated and fusses at the offensive line to protect him, but they can't stop the animal on the other side of that line. The pass rusher takes this dub, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of this segment that I'm calling Versus. This will be me putting position versus position to see what's more important and what's more devastating and what's more useful to a team, whether it be the front office, the coaching staff, or the players on the field. I'm going to break down all of it. I might have GMs versus players, GMs versus coaches, GMs versus other GMs, coaches versus coaches and their scheme and everything like that in nature. It almost break it. If it has anything to do with football, it can be broken down and it can be compared and contrasted to figure out which is more important than the other. It's the whole purpose of Versus. And this is exactly what I'm going to do. So keep your head on a swivel and your eyes and ears open, because they're coming.